is to let people know that there's an alternative to using this plastic kit that came with my Airshocks, the Monroe MA828 for a 2001 Chevy Silverado. I didn't want to use this plastic. I wanted to change over to stainless steel 1/4-inch hose, and so everything I bought was from off of Amazon. Here's the part numbers for the hoses. I got two 30-inch, and then the 48-inch. The 30-inch are the ones that come off the shocks to the T, and then the 40-inch is the Schrader valve to the T. 48-inch, and that's more than enough underneath the truck. Okay, so here's the old shocks. They're supposed to be gas shocks. One doesn't even extend. One extends real slow. So the fittings on the Airshock itself, the MA828, and it's probably the same for all of the Monroes, this is what I used. Okay, it's the Eaton Air Equip 20714-4S at a 90 degree. 37, there's the female to the male, because both hoses I have, both ends are female on female, and they are all 37, the JIC fittings. So the fitting on the shock itself is not JIC, okay, and I was kind of worried about that, maybe not connecting with this female, but it seemed to have held pretty good. I cleaned it with some alcohol, and then I had some yellow tape, and I also got some this. Now this stuff doesn't seem to dry, it stays wet, so I switched over the tape. So part of it is some of the Primatex, and the other one has the yellow tape. Yellow tape is for gas, so if you're gonna need the gas. And it says on JIC valves you don't need it. You don't need tape, but I did it anyways. So, and then the other is where this male goes into the female hose in the back of the truck, and this end goes into the Schrader valve, and that's a weatherhead, and that's the C5255 by 4x4. It's a 37 degree JIC 1/4-inch female right there, and there's the male. Okay, that's the part number. All right, so now you can use these as well if you want to switch over to a larger fitting, the normal fitting, and not use the JICs. Then this is the same end as the 90, but and that part number right there is the Eaton Air Equip 2242-4-4S. The S is stainless steel, I'm assuming. JIC 37 degree. It's female, and both ends are female. Okay, now the back of the truck. Now I tried it two different places. The Schrader valve comes out. I had to move it. I had it here, and without having a drill hole, I didn't want to drill a hole in the truck, so I just put a center one in the license plate right there. Because when it was here, it wasn't long enough. I didn't have enough to get the air valve on there. This wouldn't go all the way on because this is too thick. Okay. Now let me pause this for a second to get under the truck, and I'll show you what I did. Okay. Now there's where the valve comes out. There's a Schrader valve there. And then there's the one of the parts, and this is the stainless steel hose. I ran it through here. I put a zip tie on there, right there, and I put a little piece of rubber hose so it wouldn't, since they're metal, I don't want to hear them clanking or scraping while I'm driving down the road. Okay, so I ran that up under the tire, and it comes out over here, and there's the T. All right, I can't really see it, but I put rubber. Hold on a second, let me move this light. There, the T. So this is from the back of the truck. It goes, the excess goes underneath here, and then T is right here. I wanted to use as little amount of connections as possible. As you can see, there's yellow tape here on these. The yellow tape on this one, and then this one, I don't know if you could see it, is the Permatex. All right, right now I have 120 pounds in here. I'm not going to run it at 120, but I wanted to pump it up to see. And then this light's making too much of a shadow. And there's the 37 degree. There's two tapes, so I put tape on that and tape on that and ran this up. And there's a hose up under here. I zip tied it to that. Okay, now the other one, and see, there's the shock. Alright, so the other one, let me pause it for a second. Now the right side is, I put the 90 degree there, and it runs up over here. And I put a piece of rubber hose here. I try to keep it as far away from the exhaust pipe as possible. I didn't use a plastic zip tie. I used some metal wire for that one, but I put the rubber there, and then it comes. Oh man, let me see if I can get it better. Okay. Oh man, this is terrible. There it is. So then I got, that comes there, drill a little hole in the heat shield, zip tie to put that rubber there, and then it goes back, and there's the T, and there's the T. Over, right there, where those two zip ties are. So all in all, I have the 3 stainless steel hoses, 2 of these fittings, the T that's right up under there, and I used yellow tape on those, and then it goes all the way to the back right there up, so the tire won't touch it, and it goes to the back. And then there's the other fitting that goes from a JIC to the normal for the male Schrader valve. And it seems I have no air leaks, and I believe this will last much longer than that plastic hose, and it's 1/4 inch. So like I said, I've filled it up to 120. It's been holding. I got no air leaks. I would definitely recommend JIC valve C. Some people say you don't need tape or the Permatex. Some people say you do. I just put it on there just in case, and so there was no issues, and it seems to have worked. You just got to keep the tape off the 37 degree angle fitting, because it's metal on metal. So I hope this helps. Oh yeah, and remove the tire, because that will, you need to, if you get that spare tire out of there, you got a lot more room to work with. So I'm going to take this for a spin and see what happens. Okay? Alright, maybe you want to do it this way too. It's a little more expensive, but I think it's going to last a lot longer. Alright, thanks for watching and listening, and good luck to you.